Hello, COMM 150. It's your favorite PR instructor, Leon K. It's your only PR instructor, Leon K. Don't even think of taking still shots and blowing them up as a dartboard, even though I think I hinted at that last week. But anyway, before we start, remember to like and subscribe to this channel, only because it's a lot of fun to say that. So here is the deal. We just got the notification that D&E is having a remote day tomorrow. That means for our class, since it's so early at 9 a.m., we're not going to go live. I'm going to do the same thing that we did on Monday, where I'm going to ask you to do an exercise. The other day it was critique me or give me the timestamp when you had a question or something wasn't clear. Only 3 of you replied, man. That does not make me happy. But anyway, assuming the weather is going to hold up for Friday, I think we are just going to go ahead and do that in-class assignment. But what I want you to do is an exercise that I think will help you get your head wrapped around what a press release is all about and how to construct it. So first, what I want to do is explain live, well, in video, how the assignment is going to work. The only thing that you need to bring on Friday, assuming the weather doesn't blow up and I'm going to have to figure things out, but we're just going to assume that on Friday morning we're going to start this in-class press release assignment. All you need to do is bring a few things to write with that you're comfortable with, right? All you need to do is bring 2 things, to be clear. Pens and pencils. Please bring a couple extra, because there's always somebody that's going to space out and forget, or we all know pencil leads can break and pens can run out of ink. The only thing that you need to bring, you don't need to bring your laptop, all right? I need you to bring those 5 sheets of paper with your notes. From the spreadsheet I shared with you at the beginning of the semester, where you had a list of press releases. Hopefully some of you are getting started on this. If you haven't, I may just assign you your email after I record this, because we really need to get moving along. I don't want to get too behind. So what I want you to do is, I don't care how you do it, bring 10 single sheets of notes, 5 double-sided sheets of notes, all right, like this, whatever you want. They can be clips of articles, they can be paragraphs in Wikipedia. I don't care what they are. I just don't want you to be sneaky and think that you can put in your crafted press release here and there and copy it, because I am going to collect this. So in case it's not clear, bring your notes, bring your pens and or pencils, and that's it, right? I'm going to collect these at the end of class. What I'm going to provide you when you walk in, right, and I'll have the spreadsheet up in case, God forbid, you forget what your topic is. I'm going to give you some sheets of paper that are blank, right? And you're going to write on one side, right? It's just easier if you write on one side. You should be able to craft the press release on 2 single sheets of paper, writing on one side. If you need additional sheets during the exercise on Friday, you're just going to get my attention, raise your hand, gesture at me, and I'll give you another sheet of paper. Please absolutely only write on one sheet, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to collect your papers, or you're going to give them to me as you end class. Then what I'm going to do, then there'll be a space on there, so you write your name, that's it. And then I'm going to put all of yours together, photocopy it, probably make 2 photocopies of everybody's written attempt at a press release so I can critique it. And then we'll follow the rest of the process that's in Moodle. please just do me a favor, because I really want to be able to just run this through the feeder in the copy machine. Those sheets of paper I give you, please don't fold them in half. All right, just make it easy for me. And I'll have the instructions on the blackboard or on the screen so it's all clear. So does that make sense? All right. Your 5 sheets of notes, I don't care if they're stapled together. I don't care if they're paper clipped together. I don't care if you have either. Yes, it's up to you to make those photocopies. You have an account. I think it's 2 cents a page. It's not a big expense. This is something that once in a while you're going to have to be expected to provide photocopies, and you should be able to make copies either from the Learning Center on the 2nd floor in Albert Hall or from those that computer bank in the library, in that study area that you can access with your student card. All right, so you will come in, think of it as an open book exam. You're going to have your 10 pages of notes, whether it's 10 single pages or 5 double page. Oh my God, if any of you are going to be cute and try to be funky with math and say, oh, I'm going to bring in 3 double-sided and 4 single sheets just to mess with LK's head, I swear to God, I have access to information at D&E about you. I will find you. Probably shouldn't say things like, I will end you, since this is public on YouTube. All right? So you're going to have your pages of notes. I will provide the sheets of paper. You're going to write this out. Again, to make it clear, why are we doing this? We're doing this for a few reasons. First of all, you need to learn to think quick on your feet. Second of all, we don't always have access to technology. Third, there may be a crisis situation. I'm not saying that you're all going to go into PR, but in your professional lives, there might be a situation you're going to suddenly go into a meeting room or boardroom or a classroom or an empty room, and you're going to have to figure stuff out. And you're not necessarily going to be able to ask AI, oh my God, what do I do in this situation? All right? You may be challenged by your boss on an issue. You're called to his or her office. You think you're going to be able to bring your laptop and ask AI, oh my God, my boss is really like nailing me right now for some issue. What should I do? No, I want you to be able to think on your feet. And this is an experiment. I think this is going to help you craft a press release bit at a higher level. Think strategically, all right? Makes sense so far. Now here's the thing that I absolutely need you to remember. I am not, because you're not going to be able to have a dictionary or any technology or anything like that. Oh my God, dictionary, I'm aging myself here. I am not worried about grammar, spelling. I mean, you're only going to have 50 minutes, most of you. Crutch word. I shouldn't have done that. I need to pause when I breathe. Lost my train of thought. Let's start again. I'm not worried about grammar. I'm not worried about spelling. What I'm worried about is flow. All right. I want to make sure you have that first paragraph, the lead, has those 5 W's or as many W's as possible. Maybe that W includes the how, because how has a W in it, right? And then you'll probably have maybe 2 or 3, depending on how you write, you might have 2 or 3 paragraphs of important but less important information than what's in the lead, right? Remember that inverted triangle. Most important info at top, the lead, the 5 W's, and then paragraph supporting it, lesser important. Totally the opposite of what we've learned in our English classes over the year. So again, lead, maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs, depending on your writing style. And then at the end, you're going to have just a quick conclusion. The conclusion, honestly, can be 1 or 2 sentences. So you may ask, what does Friday's assignment have to do with tomorrow, i.e. Wednesday the 28th? Well, I'm developing an exercise for you now, and let's see if this makes sense.